This is part 22 of A Link Between Worlds. And since I introduced the last part so well with heart paces and Maiamais, and really sold it so well, I'm coming strong with this one. Yeah. As we begin only more heart pieces and more Maiamais, basically.
We get like 3 heart pieces in this part.
But folks, it's very, very exciting.
Yes.
It's probably one of our best videos in the Link Between Worlds series. So.
Especially if you love riding platforms, we are going to be riding a ton of platforms.
If you love standing still on platforms and not moving whatsoever, this is the part for you.
Especially because we get to ride the platforms both in Hyrule and Lorule. I mean, so
both worlds.
It's a treat. Now, obviously, we kind of mentioned already that we weren't going to go ahead and do the advanced level yet. You can really try if you want to right there.
Yeah, you can, but you're not.
I don't recommend
you are not going to get through. I just love that she gave us filled our hearts because I was down to like half a heart container right there.
Well, I think just getting the heart piece in general does that.
Well, yeah, that's right. You're right. She did give us a heart piece. I forgot about
indirectly,
that.
Yes, she did fill up our heart.
I sat there and talked about it the last part. I totally forgot that we got a heart piece. It was so long, I forgot we got a heart piece at the end of that part.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to get a heart piece.
Or at the beginning of this part.
It's nice to get a heart piece 5 seconds into a video part right there.
That is true. I wish our video started like that.
I know, right?
We have 20 hearts in no time.
Even though we did all the hard work, definitely, back in part 21.
Now, it's kind of cool coming back to Death Mountain in Hyrule right here, too.
It is. You get to see, like... You see that contrast and just how different it is, and you're really going to see it when we go through the underground areas as well.
Rossal's Mine. Yes, you're right. Like, it's a good point. Like, actually, we get lava at the bottom of this one.
Yep.
And then we go like later on in Lorule Mountain, we actually don't have anything. It's just like a bottomless pit. It's okay. It's okay. Now, right here, as we mentioned in the last part, like, this, like the last 2 parts, we're kind of going out of our way.
Yes.
But also in this one, we'll be getting one of those heart pieces we talked about. So definitely not something you want to do, but our heart pieces just worked out, like we said, right, that it would give us another, like, exact heart container. Yeah. We got done. So
your timing on this platform was perfect because that lion critter was.
Well, that's what I was doing. I was sitting right there and waiting for him to breathe out his fire before I actually merged into the wall.
And it worked out well. The platform was coming right on time.
This is a tough little area right here because you're not sure how far you're actually going to fall.
Yep, and that was
there's a chance
quick fired on that one.
Yeah, there's a chance I could have got that one right there, but. Like, I think when you fall into lava, I'm pretty sure you go all the way back to where those linos were.
It does.
And so I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to chance this because I wasn't sure if I could make that jump or not.
It's really not worth it.
And then right here, I was like, is it going to come back or not?
I know. That last jump was a tough one. I mean, you have very narrow. I mean, you have a narrow window on most of them, but still, that last one was tough.
Now, this is actually the only way we can get into like this side of Lorule Mountain because Lorule Mountain is actually cut off down the middle.
Yes, it
is.
Like
whereas Death Mountain right here is like one big mountain.
Yep.
Like Lorule, you got one half and the other half, and this is actually the only part right now, I believe. Is there one up at the top, like where that puzzle was, like where Turtle Rock was, and I won't confuse that.
I'm not sure. That's a good
at the
question.
top. I wonder if there's the one at the top of Hyrule Mountain. Like,
that's a good question.
I didn't know if there's one there or not.
I'm not sure.
No, there's not because the ice runes are right there.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And there's not a crack in the ice runes.
Yeah. Now, I do like how when you go into the areas, we've mentioned before Hilda interrupting us, but she actually gives you a hint as to what sage is in each area, actually, because she said when we first went into...
She doesn't tell you the exact person, does she?
No, but she gives you a hint because the first one said it's the sage who's pure of heart. And that's the Sanctuary Girl. It's in Skullwoods, if I'm not mistaken.
A series.
Thank you. I can never remember that girl's name.
She's in the Skullwoods dungeon. Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
And then here...
I have had a problem with her name the whole game.
I have struggled with her name. And I like the character.
And she's like one of the first people we meet in the game.
And that's the problem, though. After we meet her, we never see her again.
That is true. That's a good point, actually.
Like most women in my life, I meet them and I never see them again. I never get that phone call.
And we're done. Drop the mic and we're done.
Usually I'm better with names than that, though.
But here's what we're talking about right here with the bottomless. I kind of do like that effect right there. Just
me too.
A little bit different.
See the ice pillars, I guess you call them, like they're on the right side of the screen.
I would just call those pillars.
Pillars, they may not be ice.
Yeah, I don't think they're ice pillars right there. But you know what? We are in the ice ruins area, so it kind of would make a little bit of sense.
Just the contrast from this to how bright the lava is over in Hyrule. It's just such a different world.
And this is a lot more difficult area to climb than Rossal's Mine is.
I agree. It's they're narrow platforms. You're actually going to see us fall once or twice. I'll admit it.
Yeah, well, those falls are stupid later on, so I'll just go ahead and admit that. We'll talk about that when we get there, but those were horrible.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, we just have that moment where it just doesn't work out.
Just,
like we get rattled. Well, what happens is we do it once, and then we get rattled, and our feathers get ruffled a little bit, and then we just screw up again.
I like the use of the tornado rod here.
Too.
Just instead of falling from platform to platform, we're climbing platforms.
I thought the tornado rod was like a great item in this game, and it was underutilized.
It was
like a spinner in Twilight Princess. I shouldn't have brought it up, but it's like the spinner in Twilight Princess.
Now I'm bitter and angry.
I thought it could have been used a lot of good ways, and it just wasn't.
It really wasn't. I mean, we use it in the House of Gales, and really that's in here.
Yeah, here. We use a couple other stuff like this.
Yeah, but
it's like really other than that, it's not used that much in the game now. Actually, later on, there's a lot of enemies that we can make dizzy with the whirling or whirlwind fan. So I mean, I guess it is used against enemy in like a pretty good way, actually.
Just compared to the ice and fire rod, though, I feel like it's so underpowered.
Now this is where we met the bottle guy. Actually, only it's in low roll, so kind of a similar area. I don't know why I pointed that out.
That's all right.
I guess I was kind of coming up with something while we climb across that stretch right there.
I liked getting a gold rupee there. There's
definitely
very few in the game. They're worth 300 a pop.
Unless you beat the 50 levels of Treacherous Tower.
Yeah.
Then there's a crap ton.
Then there's some of them there.
But like throughout the game, like you're right there. I don't believe there's any in Hyrule at all.
That's what I'm trying to think if we got any other ones so far in the game.
I don't know how many we get in low roll, but I want to say somewhere like around 5, 6 maybe. Now it could be more or less. I don't know for sure. But it's like I said, it's I believe under 10.
And again, 300 rupees though, you're almost halfway to buying a new item.
Now I believe we get a couple of them in the dungeons too.
Probably.
So like that was one good thing is like they took the weapons away from the dungeons, but we won't say what we get in the dungeons right now. But we get something.
We at least get something.
We get something in every dungeon.
We
get something in every dungeon.
That's a hick coming out of you there. Every dungeon.
That's how we say it back in the country. I guess I don't need to fake the accent really.
No,
but I forgot what I was talking about now.
Oh, items in the dungeon.
Oh yeah, but it's just nice that since the weapons were taken away from us, we actually got something that was useful in the dungeons.
We do. Almost every dungeon actually has something, and that plays into the order that we do the dungeons in. But like I said, we'll talk about those when we actually get to them. So,
like I said, I mean, it's kind of taking us a while to go out of our way for this little amount of stuff, but we also will be getting the weather vane for the ice runes.
Yes,
which is just, I mean, that's the best weather vane to get in this game because it's so hard to get to this area that it's just going to make it so much easier to get back later on.
It saves us going through all this again.
Good point. That's a good point.
And that's like here in the, I guess actually it's the same way in Hyrule too. But I feel like in both like Rosso's Mine and this Death Mountain, I feel like there's like there's like 3 or 4 different routes you can go on those platforms. There's all kinds of different
it takes you to different areas. Yeah. Though. Like one area takes you down, one area takes you to like the middle, and then like another one takes you up top.
It can be easy to get a little confused in them.
Now what's nice is we saw this heart piece very early on.
Oh my gosh!
And the first couple times I played this game, I actually didn't get that heart piece till very late in the game.
I don't think I did either.
For some reason, I'm always in a tight. I can't. You know,
I've
lost all ability.
You're too many beers in. You're too many beers in.
I only have one. But now
I have no clue what you're gonna go.
Turtle Rock was the last one that we played in the Dark World.
Correct.
So like I think for that reason, like you know, uninstinctively, I always went to the ice runes last in the game.
I'm actually with you on that, but for entirely different reasons. The first time I played through it, I heard the name like Ice Ruins, and I'm like, don't want to do it. I hated like Ice Palace. I hate ice dungeons.
That's a good point too, actually.
And then the second time through, and this is going to be a bit of a surprise, I saved it till last because it's actually my favorite dungeon in the game.
Yes. But I was with you the first time. I was thinking Ice Palace. I was like, okay, the ice one's going to be the worst in this game because you know Nintendo usually makes the ice or the water ones the worst.
It's very tough.
And actually, like you know, I was not a big fan. Actually, the Ice Ruins was one of my least favorite dungeons in this game the first time I played through it. But then every time I've played through it since then, like it's gotten like higher and higher in my rankings.
Yep, it's like I said, the first time I was dreading it. The second time, like I'm saving that bad boy till last.
Oh yes, it's a very strong dungeon, which I don't know why we're talking about because guess what?
Because we have nothing else.
We tackle it last in this game too. So
that was a nice dodge of that spike.
In this recording, we tackle it last.
Well, there's the first of our stupid fault.
I just completely. Well, if you don't wait till that platform is all the way level, you'll hit that platform and you'll just run right off the side of it. So I think I do it like right or
next one,
right here again, which was dumb.
I did not know there was room for you to fit between those two spinning blades there.
There is. If you're gutsy, if you got courage, you can see I got courage.
Yeah.
You can see now wisdom. I might be missing that one.
Yeah,
we might have that one. I got confused on that earlier in the game. Which those are penance actually. Never mind.
Yeah, we still have our Triforce.
I had the courage. I just was missing the wisdom. Was just missing the wisdom right there.
That's a really good way to look at that. Actually.
No, I don't think I thought I could fit in those either. I think I kind of just got lucky and kind of got stopped in a certain area. I just kind of got lucky.
Well, speaking of stopping in certain areas, this is actually going to wrap up part 22 of A Link Between Worlds.